I don't think I checked this one out. We have a mechanical shop. And it's just the usual. But they do have a couple ancient science books for sale. And at 5 grand a piece, they're not cheap, but we're going to take them. And the rest of the stuff we can either deal with later or we don't need. And there's his ranger shop. Probably gonna have crossbows and supplies. So we won't probably find anything we want there, but we'll take a look while we're here. Yeah, just some advanced crossbows. But we're good with this, I can never remember what it's called. Toothpick, yeah, we're good for that for now. Oh, and there's an armor shop. I don't think I checked it out. Definitely didn't. Moon cleavers are fun. Samurai cloth pants. Yeah, that's perfect. That's what we were looking for. Otherwise, a lot of heavier equipment or heavier recipes we can't work on yet. But a pretty decent find there. So I think that's all we really need to do in the university. World's End. We'll do a slight detour on the way back. Find someone in the river. So we're going to follow the spine of this mountain down. Trying to avoid Holy Nation territory. I think they do patrol into it. And if I can find where it is, we're going to go down for a swim. I also want to check out the cannibals over here, just to get a gauge of their strength. So we'll do that. We'll loop around north a little bit, I think. Yeah, we'll do a little counterclockwise north to the west, and then we'll find our way into the river. Food-wise, I think we should be in good shape still. But let's distribute these backpacks. Burn, you can probably hold one. Who else has the strength for one? Probably no one, really. We'll give one to Beckus. He's been around for a while. And Burn. Give that to Haysorn. Perfect. So yeah, let's backtrack a little bit. We'll head into Cannibal Town. And I just want to get an eye on cannibals to see what their rough strength is like compared to what we're doing. A couple of these newbies are really slowing us down. That'll get faster. As long as you don't go too deep into the Cannibal Plains, we're probably fine. We can't outrun the cannibals right now, but I'm comfortable we could outfight some of the smaller patrols. This game really does long distance vistas really nice. For as jank as the engine is, like you get quite the view of the long distance sightlines here. But we're not looking for mountains, we're looking for cannibals. Another house in the distance, probably another Flotsam. Oh yeah, scout post. Moving in on a cannibal. Oh, here it is. Oh no, these are actual cannibal hunters. So, a friendly encampment just propped up. If we're going to be in the area for a while, we could hire them. Another scout post, probably. Next door to a camp. No, I kind of want to see what they're saying. I always thought this place was I always thought this place was just a damn story. Ah, the Cannibal Plains. Sounds like a fun place. Are you being serious? The Cannibal Plains, named after an ancient sports game, I believe. It's Cannibal Plains, you idiot. Shitting home of the cannibals. They eat people. I don't know why people are always so scared of cannibals. Burn. That's because you're made out of shitting steel. Lots of things eat humans. Spiders, beak things, wolves. Shut up. Do cannibals eat hivers too? Oh, here we go. Well, these are shrieking bandits. Okay. They're not cannibals. So, this guy's screaming at me. You have a chance to yell back at them. So let's go that yell. Okay, and that was, I guess, the wrong scream. So these guys are unarmored. They have cleavers. So they can do a bit of damage, but they cannot take it. And the Flotsam don't really seem to care. These cleavers are a bit dangerous. They can delimb fairly effectively. Oh, Pia went down. That's not surprising. So let's go back to that dialogue. Lots of things eat humans. Shut up. Do cannibals eat hivers too? For sure. Raptors, gorillas, fogmen. You're enjoying this, aren't you? You guys are panicking over nothing. It's just the Cannibal Plains. I give up. Alright, so we'll medic up. She is sleeping for a while, so it's Adniel's turn to pick up. And let's see what these guys have on them. Flesh Cleaver. Surprisingly good against robots. Damage versus human, which makes sense. Not particularly valuable though, so we're not going to bother looting them. But we'll see who is in the house here. These plains are no place for a stroll drifter. Stray too far and you'll get swallowed up by cannibals, literally. Alright, no one to talk to here. A couple of the safe houses do. Whose camp is this? Nomads. Oh, here's some cannibals. So, like the Shriekers, they are unarmored. Some sort of flesh cleaver. Not particularly powerful either. Let's go help out this nomad. Just for Kellen? Okay. Oh, that was disappointing. Flesh Cleaver, how heavy are you? Yeah, you're quite heavy. And Pia's having a nap, so we don't really need to give her a training weapon yet. A village to the northeast. Yeah, we'll check out this village. And then we'll back up and do the river trail, like I was talking about earlier. It might not be a friendly village. We'll just have to see. Because the cannibals aren't just roving gangs. They're not just in camps. I believe they do have a couple villages, and maybe actually a large settlement or two. Nothing suspicious yet. But it looks awfully undefended. Ghost village. Doors are closed, but unlocked. Wonder if this is just an abandoned village. Kind of what it looks like. Nothing fancy in here. And it looks like we can drop some... It isn't mine, okay. So it's not, well, it's abandoned, it looks like, but not anything we can do with it. Not like having an abandoned village way up here would be shocking. Found some copies of the Holy Flame, so... Ochre Knights used to live here. None of it's marked as stealing. Probably can't use the bar bed either. Well, we'll take the food. Don't want that going bad. Nope. Doesn't look like we can use the bar bed either. Yeah, I'll just poke my head in here, see if any of these have anything interesting in them, but I'm doubting it at this point. No, nothing too interesting. All pretty abandoned. But we can use these beds, so we'll rest up the few people that took some damage. Doing a bit of prospecting, just for curiosity's sake. This whole region has a lot of water, a lot of stone, decent iron and copper, although not right in the town here. Northeast, is that where we want to go for fertility? I'm just actually poking around. So in this area, fertility is not bad. It can grow green crops, which we haven't really seen before. Arid isn't great. Only 75 overall. I thought it would be a bit higher. Decent water, lots of stone. And there are iron and copper, like right here. So hypothetically, we could just plop down a base literally right here. You know, I'll keep this in mind. It is a little far. Depending on who we're trying to interact with, at least. If we wanted to spend some time in the north of the world, dealing with cannibals, whatever's over here, Floodlands, as well as moving into Bast in these northern regions, this might not be a bad location to settle down with an actual base of sorts. We're not terribly far from World's End, so if, you know, something was coming, lots of mercenaries here to hire. If we ended up allied with the Flotsam Ninjas, they're an easy ally to reach. And I think there are a lot of ruins and workshops and labs and all that in this northwestern region. So maybe we will think about settling the north of the Hidden Forest, Cannibal Plains. So it looks like a reasonable spot. We'd have to change our crops a little bit. But we could easily... I'd have to see what grows green, but green fruit is something we haven't grown before, and that grows 100% here. But that's for the future. As I said, let's go back south. We'll just give them a long haul. And we're going to head back through the river. Why are you guys going north? We're going to head back through the river, only as far as we need to, because we do not want to end up near Blister Hill. So we're going to come down south, find the river, find our way in, and start making our way back. We made the trip. It was distressingly free of cannibals. I kind of wanted to test against a bigger group of them. We're coming into the mouth of the river. I'm probably just going to send one person, probably just Mistako. So I think we have to swim most of the way. And not only do a few party members here have issues with swimming due to the prosthetics or whatever, and otherwise just being low level at it, it's going to take forever. An ancient place, this should be careful. Where's that lone shack? Probably crawling with spiders. But spiders mean treasure. Right? Okay, so we're going to have to leave them for a little bit. Hopefully this isn't going to take too long. And what do we got here? So we got some friendly skeletons just hanging out. Yeah, so it looks like the road ends here. We're gonna have to swim. Discovered ruin. Yeah, looks like we're not too far though, thankfully. If that's the ruin I'm thinking it is. But swimming is so slow. Should have brought someone with some inventory space, but I didn't. Okay, discovered ruins. Right in front of us, it's the Armor King. Okay, speed things along. Gotten a few levels in swimming already, though. A couple submerged buildings. We're not interested in them. But here we are. And the Armor King is open for trade. So it's a shop. Got some skeletons. Armor King's Thrall. Little headless guy there. Let's give him a chat. Welcome, customer. Would you like to buy the best armor in the world? Ask him questions. Ask me anything. I'm an expert in armor. How'd you come to set up a shop here? Started up this place in the Second Empire town of Catch. It was a thriving market town, growing very strongly. Great place to start anew and craft the greatest armors in the remnants of the world. How long ago was that? Proud to say the shop has been up and running for 937 years. So, Second Empire, about 1,000 years ago. Another armor question? Why are you here in a ruin in the river? To sell the greatest armor in the remnants of the world. I mean, specifically, it's extremely remote and hidden. The world is a ruin, people dwell and start anew in ruins and remnants of fallen civilization. I fail to see any difference in my own behavior. Fair enough. How old are you? Next question. That's all. So let's see what he has. Let's see what the best armor and the remnants of the world are. Show what you have. So yeah, he's got... It's just armor, so nothing extremely mind-blowing. But a lot of it's like high quality, specialist grade. We're going to see some masterwork. 10,000 for a Hiver vest. We can probably make these of similar quality. Some dark leather shirts. Some dust coats. I don't actually know what's better, masterwork or specialist. Kind of thinking masterwork. Yeah, just a cool place. Extremely inconvenient to get to. But if you need some high grade armor. If you're a thief, you could probably make out quite well here. But let's get Merseco back to the group. Beings like yourself are squishy and vulnerable to being stabbed by pointed objects. Yes, I'm aware. Armor King has the solution. Yeah, I don't have any... Unique or high-level armor is a little easier to come across than high-level weapons. Because eventually you can craft specialist and masterwork stuff. Meanwhile, there are a couple weapon categories that you'll never quite be able to reach. It'd be cool if that was expanded on a little bit. And to my understanding, like the different creators, there's the Skeleton Smiths, we saw them in the Deadlands. There's also the Cat and Scrap Masters. They're in a United Cities city. If you have kind of equal grade weapons from each, they have different attributes, and that will also be different from any weapons that you create that are kind of the same grade. Armor is a little bit of a flat progression. It'd be cool if they expanded on it in Kenshi 2. Okay, so we're gonna plot our way back. I think we're gonna head... There was that one sunken lab that only had a couple defenders in it. While we're here, we'll check it out. Ooh, there's a spider. Hopefully it keeps going that way. I believe spiders can actually do combat in the water. So not only is it too strong for us, they could probably fight us without us being able to really defend ourselves. Oh, here's another spider. We'll let him pass. Okay, that's good. There's a spider over there. Seems a lot more spiders this time around, or maybe just this side of the map. We're gonna go for it. Okay, that's good. Look at this unmarked ruin, the uncleared one. Oh, I saw red numbers. But I don't see a spider. What was that? Oh, we have an actual skeleton running around. A broken skeleton. Wow. So he's as strong as a normal skeleton. 200 hit points. But 50 strength. 50 stats. So let's try to get a little bit out of the way. Try to get Merseco to pin him down. Oh, he's gonna do a cleave with a big weapon. Okay, for Kellen, you can back up and start firing. Who... Yeah, we'll have to get a couple other people trying to help out. But yeah, much like beak things and everything interesting, he's got a big, I think this is a fragment axe, which is the heaviest weapon, so it's going to have a huge amount of swing on it, and do a tremendous amount of damage. So we're going to, it's only 1 on 4, so we're going to try to mostly stay spread out, so we can't splash damage too much. But for Kellen's putting in work, but you goobers need to take a break. Not even robots are immune to dog. Okay, he's down. Fragment axe, 4 grand. 5 grand almost. Yeah, it's too big to pick up. We're not going to worry about it. 14 kilograms for even kind of a garbage tier. We'll take the repair kit, though. Sometimes hostile skeletons will have like a CPU core that you can loot. And that will trigger their death, like butchering an animal or that sort of thing. Well, so that was interesting. Skeletons, or spiders I see here. I don't typically see skeletons. But let's get back going. We gotta swim. Maybe it was this ancient lab. That's not too far. Yeah, this is just the empty one. Yeah, 2 population. Must be this one. Okay, I think this was the one. So I think first floor was safe, if I recall. So I'm not too worried about having 2 security spiders. Oh, there's more. So there's 2 here. They still upstairs? None down here. Okay. Or none at the top. But it's a juicy looking treasure room. So same thing. We're going to try to pull out one of these at a time. And then just spread them out. A little bit stronger than that skeleton we were doing stat-wise. Probably it's going to attack a hell of a lot faster though. With only 120. Not bad. So let's get kind of the crew ready. So for Kellen, we're definitely going to want him. Sans, we're going to want him. Burn. You've got some robot damage. Burn and Sadneil, probably. The rest of you can hold position. And we're just going to try to lure them out. The skeleton should be able to follow us. Yeah, here he goes. Hey, you morons, just chill. But he is faster than us in the water. Verkellen, you can start firing. Let's back them up a little bit. Yeah, we're going to get them around, get them on the ground, turn them around, and then we'll bring the rest of our melee in. The burn. Just clowned on him. And yeah, so he'll reboot and come back unless you loot him, just like animals. So let's just grab these electronics. They're worth a little bit to sell. And we'll bring all 4 of these guys in. I think it's the last spider we need to deal with, the last one I saw anyways. So we'll deal with them on the inside. Although now it says all inhabitants are dead. Yeah, just one spider. So we'll get Merseco in first. Or last. Bad Neil from the back. 121. Wow. So that is why I'm worried about skeletons. Or not skeletons, these security spiders. And these aren't even the strongest variant of them. I believe there are security spiders Mark II or something like that. But I think it was the last one. But he's rebooting. Let's yank some of that out. But free reign of the lab now. Nothing of value up here. So we're going straight up to the storage room. Yeah, it's the same layout as the last one we broke into. So it's nothing unexpected there. Merseco's all full, so we're gonna just get him to start busting these locks open. And when the rest of the crowd gets here, we're gonna fill our pockets. Yeah, we're just finishing the looting here. Nothing too extraordinary. Bunch of ancient science books. He had a few before, but probably about 10 or 12 ancient science. Some muscles, some robot parts, you know, the usual vendor loot. Not taking the big heavy power cores this time. Or whatever they were. But we got the good stuff out of here. Probably are a couple more ruins if we felt like checking out the Frostlands, or not the Frostlands, the Floodlands a little more. But we're good. Should head back. We're gonna have 4 new people to feed and outfit. So this might start putting a strain on our ability to do that. But we still gotta make it back. We can be jumped by iron spiders outside. Or more of those skeletons. Yeah, so we're on the far end of the Floodlands now, on our way out. Cool zone. Kind of like these ones that are littered with ruins and still activity from the old ages. These weird little flying drone boys just hanging out. They don't do anything. Yeah, we don't want to go through Holy Nation territory still, so we're going to do the same way back. Through Obedience, and then through the Foglands again. Who's talking? Fripp. There's a skeleton named Fripp. Okay. Is that all you said? Oh, just a wandering skeleton. Part of the skeleton faction. Didn't even see him. Maybe the weather will be a little better in Obedience, make it a better view. Yeah, still pretty foggy. I think that's normal. Yeah, just a really neat aesthetic in this zone. Oh, okay. So I didn't know we had hostile skeletons around here either, but we do. So let's, you know, do the game plan. Seiko first, Verkellen starts firing. Sans is just the I win button. You know, just gang rush him, whatever. It's only one guy. The worst he can do is 90 damage to your head. Oof. Good night, Hammett. Oh, that was Riva. Yeah, okay. Let's play a little smarter than that. Riva, Cat, get out of here. Okay, everyone, just go away. Stako, you're allowed to fight. Sands, you're allowed to fight. For Kellen, you're allowed to fight. Okay. And if you have anything, a Mark II Fragment Axe. I'm going to take this just for the money. That is a tremendous amount of damage. So just in comparison, so, you know, our Mega Nut is not fancy, but combined damage of 0.62. This Fragment Axe does 3 times that just on blunt damage, and a good portion of that on cut damage. It's 40 kilograms, that's more than he probably weighs total. And we're going to need to find someone with a backpack that has room. But fragment axes are just monsters. And for 26 grand, yeah, we'll deal with selling it. After the war, the behemoths lost their purpose. Man became afraid of their destructive capabilities of its own creation. The irony is that it was their blind obedience and unquestioning loyalty that walked them down into that pit, entirely unresisting. Oh, we got skeletons, or spiders. I guess there are spiders down here too. Probably a juicy ruin. The price of obedience. Are you coming? Yeah. Okay, these iron spiders at least are slow. "11 miles an hour. Even our newbies, even our injured, we're going to handle that. Just a really cool looking zone. I'll do a deeper dive through here eventually, when we're a little more comfortable fighting robotic enemies. Because besides running through it every now and then, I haven't really took the time to explore it. Typically haven't outfitted my earlier games properly to fight robots. So this time I'm going to be a little more conscious of that. A few more cleaver users, maybe get some paladin's crosses. Buff up the armor a little bit. It should be a better time. Yeah, back to the Fog Islands, so we're pretty much home free from here. Okay, we're rolling back into our outpost here. It'll be a good time to call it. Back from our field trip. A few new recruits from the lots of ninjas that wanted to get out. You'd have to recruit or find them some gear, get them some weapons, get them trained up a little bit. But the squad's filling out nicely. I think we're gonna be, the moving base is going to be a little more important coming up. So I'm going to be scouting out a few areas. Maybe we can get a proper base going. Get some actual defenses set up somewhere, hunker down, and just really deal with the areas. Might be somewhere dumb, like up in the Cannibal Plains, like I was looking. But we have choices. So I'm going to do a bit of clean up in the background. But until then, thanks for watching, and this has been Kenshi.